Okay, so what we've done now is we've got 2 lots of 8 granny squares and 4 rows, or however many rows you want, or however many granny squares you want. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to using what I've done is, let me see here, this is what I've done. So what I've done, I've found the center 2, sorry about the shaking, I've found the center 2 granny squares, so, and I've marked them because that is going to be the neckline. And then on the bottom I've marked 23 inches across because that is the width. So what I've done is I've measured my thighs, which are the biggest part of my shape, so to speak, and from the center I've measured 11.5 inches that way, and I've measured 11.5 inches that way. You can see this stitch, so that is 23, and that gives me a lot of room. So from where we're working our way down, it'll just flow. It won't be kind of like cellophaned to your body. Do you understand? You've got room to, it'll be nice and flowy, and that's what we've done. So I've got the stitch marker here. So I want to turn that round because I need that. I want to get on the wrong side, and this as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this stitch marker up with this one. She says I'm going to line it up with this, because that is where I'm going to sew to. So I'm going to, so this is the top of the shoulder, and I'm going to sew my, you can cross stitch them together, or you can sew them. I prefer to sew mine, but it's entirely up to you. And then I'm going to find the other stitch marker, and I'm going to join it, and I know that that is where I need to sew to. So I need to sew this side together, leaving these 2 granny squares open for my head, and then I'm going to sew these 3 together. And then on the bottom I'm going to line up, and I've already put a stitch marker here, so I am going to then line it up and join them together. And this bit is going to be for my sleeves, and then I do exactly the same on the other side, guys, and I'm going to sew them together. So let's where the other stitch marker is. There it is, and I'm just going to line that up with that and join it down here. There we go. So now what I need for you to do, guys, I need you to go away and sew the top of the 2 granny square pieces together, and the bottom, which is going to be, and then I've got this space here, then you see this space here is going to be the body of the granny tunic. So and then I'll show you, and all we're going to do is just going to work in the round for the rest of the tunic. So we're going to do it all in one piece from here on. So I'll see you back here when I've sewn this together, and I'll show you how to complete your tunic. Okay, so we're all sewed up now, all nicely sewn. So that's the top and this is the bottom, and what we're going to do now is we're going to make the body of the tunic. So what I'm going to start under the arm. So this is going to be the arm. Okay, so I've turned it back the right way, and I know it's the right way because I've got stitch markers, and I'm going to get my yarn, if she can find the end. I've just had the end now. Oh, here it is. Right, and of course I'm using the Karen Ripple Cake, and this is called Clearview. Okay, and it's the same colour as what I've used. So I like to do a slip knot when I'm rejoining the yarn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to join my yarn, and because that's a 3, I need to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then chain 3 into all the chain 1 spaces. Chain 1 and just follow the just follow round until you get to the other end. So it's always chain 1 and then 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 1. Chain 1. And what you need to do is you need to go all the way round to the other end, and I'll meet you at the other end, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've gone all the way round and I've come to the other end. So now I will need to do a slip stitch. I need to chain 1, and then if you remember we started with a chain of 4, so on the 3rd chain we're going to slip stitch into that, and then we're going to do 3 chain 3, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets into there. So that's 1, 2, and then when you come round again you're going to slip and you're going to chain 4 so that it grows. Can you see? Let me just say, can you see now? It's starting to grow. I'm going to start and grow. So it's going to go down now. So with that is one of the reasons why I started under the arm. It looks neater, and it's hidden under your arm, so, and down your side, so you can't see it. It'll look a bit strange if it started in the middle of the front or the back. So always start under the sleeves and then just continue on, going round and round and round until it's the length that you want it. So I will come back, because when I've done the length that I wanted, I am then going to do a single crochet around the sleeves, and I might do the crab stitch, I'm not sure yet. You know, you all guys all know I love my crab stitch. So I'm definitely going to do a single crochet all the way around the sleeves and the neckline in this colour, just so it all kind of blends in together, so it all contrasts and that. So I'll see you when I've got the length sorted and I've done a single crochet around about there, and I've done a single crochet on the neckline, and I'm definitely going to do a crab stitch on the neckline because I think it just looks nice, and I will show you how to do that. Some people know how to do it, some people don't, so I'm still going to, and then we'll have the a little video at the end showing you this tunic all finished. So I'll see you in a while. Okay, so we are now on the last part of the granny square tunic. It's all done, as you can see. So I finished off the last row. I did, once I'd done the granny stitch row, I did a single crochet all the way round, as you can see, and then I finished off with the crab stitch. I did the crab stitch on the neckline, and I did crab stitch on one of the sleeves. So for this for the last bit of the tutorial, what I'm going to show you how to do is do the single crochet, and also show you when the top, this kind of stands up, you know, like a point. So I'm going to show you how to kind of join that so it kind of curves over, and then my tunic is done. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I've certainly enjoyed making it. So this is all that I've got left out of 2 of these cakes. And if I can find the end, there we go, got the end. So I've got the end, and what I'm going to do, when I'm joining yarn, you know, to add on, I always do a slip knot. For me, it's just peace of mind that it's not going to come undone. And then on the underside, so that's the top, and where you've done your 4 rows here, you're going to actually, let me just move this over, there we go. So what you're going to actually do is in the center, you're going to put your hook, grab this slip knot that you've done, and I need to move my yarn over to this side, and then, whoops, it's come off, and then I'm going to do a grab and hold of the yarn. I'm just going to pull it through and chain 1, and then I'm going to chain 1 into the space, single crochet all the way across, she says, when she can get a hook in. I hope you can see. Let me just bring it down a bit. I hope that's not too, let me see, I don't want it too blurry. And I'm just going to single crochet all the way across. So 1 single crochet in the loop, and then I do 2 single crochets, because this is a double crochet, and then single crochet, and then now we're on to the granny squares. So we've got the stitches where we can you know, it's easy to see where to do the single crochets, and in the chain space you just do 1 single crochet and then the 3 all the way around. So I'll just, so there we go, and then 1 into the chain space, and then because there's 3 double crochets there, we should do 3 single crochets across those stitches all the way to the center. 1 there, and whoops, my hook doesn't want to go in the space. Let me see what I've done wrong here. Whoops. There we go, got it. It didn't want to play nicely, guys. So all you're going to do is just on the 3 double crochets on the row below, you're going to do single crochet in the chain space, you're just going to do a single crochet. So I'm just going to work my way all the way around. I've really enjoyed making this tunic, guys, and it fits lovely. It's going to be really nice and warm in the winter. I know we're in summer at the moment, but sometimes. Right, okay, so we've come to the top. This is what I wanted to show you. So we've come to the top. So this is going to sit on your shoulders, this bit. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull up a loop where it's joined. You're going to put your hook in, pull up a loop. You're going to go into the next chain space, pull up a loop, and you're just going to put them 3 together. So I'll do that again. So you've got a chain space where you've sewn and a chain space, and you're just going to go pull up a loop, pull up a loop, so you've got 3 chains, and then in this chain space you're going to pull up a loop, and then you're just going to do a single crochet, and then you're going to just continue right the way to the other end. 3 double crochets in the 3 single crochets in the double crochets and 1 single crochet in the chain space, and just work your way all the way around. I should sit forward so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just sitting here as I'm doing this, thinking of the next project that I'm going to do. I'm hoping to finish off a few projects as well while I'm taking some me time this week, which is the last week in January. Oh my lord, we're in July, guys, aren't we? Not January, July. So I've taken the last week off from YouTube to rest and spend time with Rick and my dad and that, and I decided, you know, I'm going to be finishing some projects and sorting out projects, new projects that I want to do. So now we're coming to the 4 rows here, you know, the 4 rows that we did. So you're going to do 2 single crochets, and then in the chain space 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets into the you know, into the 2 chain, the cluster, 1 single crochet, and I'm back to the beginning. So I'm going to do 1 single crochet there, and the first single crochet from when we started, I'm going to do a slip stitch, slip that. Right, we're going to do the crab stitch now. So I'm going to chain 1, and you're going to go back into that stitch and join together, do a single crochet. Then I'm going to twist my hook, grab the yarn and do it again. So you're going to go back the way you came with this single crochet. So again into that 1 single crochet, and you're just going to work your way all the way round until you get to the end. And so I'll just go slow and show you. So you're going to swing your hook round, so the top part of your hook goes under the stitch, bring the yarn round, single crochet, again in, hook the yarn up, single crochet, and you can see you've got the crab stitch. So I will meet you at the other end, and I'll show you how to finish off, and I'll see you at the other end, guys. Okay, so I've come to the last stitch, and I'm just going to do the last stitch, which it says. I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to cut my yarn. So that is what I've got left of 240 grams for the body, and then I used 1 of them for the granny squares. So I'm going to pull that through. I'm going to get my little and all I'm going to do is, to finish it off, I'm going to put it, so that's the stitch, so I want it to come over here to close the circle. There we go. So there we are, I've closed that, and now all I'm going to do is just weave it in. And we all have our own ways of weaving in our ends, so I just like to I'll go back again the way I came. And then I just fasten off. Do this one. And then that's the tunic done. I've really enjoyed making this, guys. I can't even begin to tell you how much. And this Karen ripple cake, cotton ripple cake, it's like a roving yarn. I've really enjoyed it, and I can't thank V enough from Steers the Show Crochet and Chef for going shopping for me and sending it to me. Obviously I paid for the yarn, but kudos to V for agreeing to go in and letting me shop with her via the phone. Where would we be without the internet, guys? I'm telling you, mobile phones. So I'm just going to weave this back now, and then I'm going to call this finished. There we go. There we go. So let me just move this out. Oh no, 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 no. Don't come out. Right, let me just move this out the way now. And I can show you what I've done. So that, there's the neck, there's the sleeves. Don't they look nice? Doesn't the crab stitch look fabulous on? It just finishes off, and then obviously all the way down to the end. And thank you so much for watching, for supporting my channel. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. As I say it with all my tutorials, guys, you got any questions, my email address is always in the description box. Just email me and I'll be only too happy to help with any questions you have. The tutorial, so this is part 2. Part 1 went live on the 31st of July. This will go live, this has gone live on the 4th of August. So that's it from me. Take care, stay safe, but more importantly, guys, be kind to you. And until the next video, bye bye for now.